that developing story this afternoon. A cold front has hit the Western Cape, bringing torrential downpours and gale-force winds. Flooding and power outages have been reported in several areas of Cape Town. Let's get you a live update. Bring in ENCA reporter Aisha Ismail, who is in the Wynberg area. Aisha, I believe. Give us a sense of the extent of the damage there.
Thembekile, I'm literally holding on to myself. As you can see, it's extremely windy. It's very, very cold out here. And just driving through the area here, we've seen a lot of trees that have been uprooted. And I'm just going to step out of the shot to give you an idea of exactly the extent of the storm damage. Unfortunately, this woman came to work this morning. She works in the Wynberg area, parked her car here where she always parks, and hours later she was called to the area to come and see that a tree, an age-old tree, had been uprooted. And that just gives you an idea of how strong the wind and the storm was this morning here in Wynberg and across Cape Town, where we've seen a lot of damage, a lot of storm damage. We've seen also structures being damaged, and you can imagine the damage that has been caused in the informal settlements. But I'm just trying to also move across to the other way so you can see some of the trees here in the parking area. We see some of the City of Cape Town staff busy cutting up the trees so that this area can be cleared by Monday. But I've also spoken to some people from the City of Cape Town and also from the disaster risk management people, and they were saying that the storm, the rain, will continue at least until Monday, and they're calling on people to take all the necessary precautions, people living in underlying areas to get sandbags, to dig trenches, and also telling people to stay home and be safe, because we've seen some cars also going off the road as a result of the strong winds.
So, Aisha, we're seeing the environmental damage. What about people and property?
Well, Thembekile, we have spoken to, as I said earlier, to the people from the City of Cape Town's disaster risk management. They're reporting no injuries as such. And also, I mean, as you can see in the background, the car that was damaged, fortunately, nobody was in the car. This is a parking lot. In the informal settlements, there's lots of water. People are clearing, sweeping up the area. But of course, it's going to continue raining overnight. And unfortunately, there will be more structural damage caused to houses, and possibly, if the wind continues, there'll be more trees that will be uprooted.
And sadly, Aisha, knowing the weather patterns in the Western Cape during this time of the year, this would not be the last of the storms.
Oh, absolutely not. Remember, June, July and August, those are our winter months. It gets very cold, very wet and extremely windy during this time of the year.
Aisha Ismail, ENCA reporter, keeping an eye on some of that damage caused by these storms in the Western Cape. As you heard there, more rain expected until at least early into the new week. We'll take you live there as and when we can.